Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to set up the ultimate ABadAvatar setup for your console. So normally when you set up your USB and you connect to your console, and you get into the Aurora dashboard, all reading is done from the USB itself. But in today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how to offload all the load from the USB to your internal hard drive. So it will be similar to a RGH console, but not exactly. But it will allow your game to load faster and to navigate through menus quite quickly because all the reading will be done on the hard drive itself and not from the USB. So to get this started, what I always recommend that once you're going to go into this modern scene, whether you have a RGH3 console or you have a retail console that you're going to use ABadAvatar on, one of these SATA to USB, I do recommend it. It can save you so much trouble, especially if you do something wrong. You can always plug your hard drive onto your PC and you can make whatever adjustments using Fat Explorer. For this video, I have a arcade package. What this basically have is all the Xbox Live arcade games on this one drive. So this is a 250 gig drive, so it roughly have around 537 games on it, and they're all Xbox Live arcade games. So to do this, you have to use a original or retail hard drive. So using a random SSD for this won't work because you need your retail console to read your hard drive. So with that said, we're going to move over to our capture device and I'll show you the whole procedure how to get things done once you boot into your Aurora dashboard from ABadAvatar. Okay, so we're now on our console. We're just waiting for things to boot up. All right, so the exploit, sometimes the exploit does take a while. I hope this is one of the instant where it runs real quickly. Okay, and there we have it. So we have our exploit running. And we're just gonna go in our dashboard. Now, on the first time when you run this, and you go into your dashboards, it will be completely blank, so you won't have any games or anything. So we're going to go through the DashLaunch setup and also to load in the library, which will allow everything to actually load off the Java itself. All right, so we're in a dashboard and you can see the dashboard is completely empty. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go into DashLaunch. So we're going to press on the back button, go into File Manager, and we're going to go down to the USB. If you don't have dashboard on the USB, most likely you'll have it on your hard drive. So in this context, let's go to our hard drive here and let's go to apps and let's go on. We're gonna go into DashLaunch. Now we're to DashLaunch. We're gonna go to path, and you can see that the default path for Aurora is set to the USB. So whatever game library you may map, all those data files, whether it's cover art and everything, will actually store in the USB, and this can actually delay read time. So certain process may move real slow because it's saving all that data to the USB. And this is especially if you have a really large library. So let's select the path and we're going to go back up to the root of the directory. And we're going to go to our hard drive. And we're going to go to apps, Aurora, and we're going to set right there. So we can see that Aurora will always boot from the hard drive once the exploit is run. It will no longer be reading the Aurora that's on the USB. So we want to go and we want to actually save this. So you're going to save it to the USB. Reason being, once the exploit run, it will use the INI file on the USB, and then once Aurora loads up, it will basically hand over control to the hard drive. So everything will be loaded from the hard drive once you reach into the Aurora dashboard. So let's press X and we'll save it to the USB. Now all we need to do is press back and we should be back in our Aurora. And there you can see all the games that are loading up. Now this drive, it was set up through File Explorer using the SATA to USB connector. You can set things up from there, or you can do it through the Aurora dashboard. Once you load into ABadAvatar and everything loads up, you can configure it there. The configuration is just as normal as any RGH console, where you'll go into your content setting and you'll set your game and whatever directory you need to set, also your app directory. So we're just waiting for this to load up. So on the first run, it will normally take a while, as any first setup on any RGH3 console. But once this is done and everything is set up in the Aurora cache, things will run smoothly. So let's just give this a moment to do its thing, and let's wait for the dashboard to load up. All right, so reading all those games. All right, so now we're on our dashboard and we can see all the games in the collection. And if we go to a file manager, we can see that yes, we still have our ABadAvatar plugin, and all what it's basically doing is reading all the games from the RGB itself, and instead of storing it into this location where you have Aurora, what it's actually doing is storing all the game data into the RGB itself in this Aurora database. So when it's reading any game data or anything like that regarding cover art, any type of script or anything, it won't be reading it from the USB. So any script you actually install from this section will actually be stored on the RGB itself or not the USB. So you can basically install as much plugin as you need to, and this will cut down load time and anything that would normally happen from the USB. So you can see the response is quite fluent. But yeah, so this is all basically to set up. I would call it an ultimate setup for your ABadAvatar, because you have all these games that you can actually play and load up, and being that it's not reading any data from the USB at this point, so scrolling through, looking at your game library, everything will be quite fluent, and starting games and everything will be quite fluent also. Because all of this is reading from the hard drive that's in your console and not from the USB. So starting a game should be quite fast because it's not reading anything from your USB. And yes, and that will basically cover everything. Here we go. And you have your Xbox Live Arcade games, and you can play to your hard content. And that will be the conclusion for this video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.